for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy?
Come on, lean with your nigga. Soon as we step up on the scene, they can pick up the way it turned into a dream on your nigga. Fuck them other women I done seen, I'ma get y'all. I have to say, mommy, you're fresh, this ain't no bullshit. I'm loaded, man, no full clip. The way you got me pulled in, your figure is the fullest. They wish that they can pull this. You looking at me sideways, you holding back, you on me. Stop cruising on the highway, you leave me on, babe. All day, all day, always, all day, always, all day. You got me tripping all day, can't play, baby. You never been to the H, I guess it's time to party, so you can roll with your nigga, babe. Take it slow for your nigga, babe. Put it on hold for your nigga, babe. And won't you show your nigga, babe, exactly how you
pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy?
If you down, I'm down, I'm ready to show you right now. Shawty must have found the schematics to get this pipe down. You seem like you're stressed, what's up, baby? Come here and lie down. Cutie with a booty, mommy, you know you my type now. Just work it while I roll up the green. Can you twerk it, mommy, just for me? You can see that the last cut wasn't clean. That's the reason why that girl is so scared of me. So if you wanna set it up and watch while I control it, the last fool couldn't hold it, so watching you'll notice. This ain't no game, watch her work in slow motion. Her body got me going, throw it back and I'm stroking. So let me see exactly what you wanna do to me, and I'ma make you believe, yeah, everything I want and need. So baby, please
pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you
my purple fantasy. Come on, lean with your nigga. Soon as we step up on the scene, they can pick up the way it turned into a dream on your nigga. Fuck them other women I done seen, I'ma get y'all. I have to say my me and fresh, this ain't no bullshit. I'm loaded, man, no full clip. The way you got me pulled in, your figure is the fullest. They wish that they can pull this. You looking at me sideways, you holding back, you on me. Stop cruising on the highway, you leave me on, babe. All day, all day, always, all day, always, all day. You got me tripping all day, can't play, baby. You never been to the H, I guess it's time to party, so you can roll with your nigga, babe. Take it slow for your nigga, babe. Put it on hold for your nigga, babe. And won't you show your nigga, babe, exactly how you pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? If you down, I'm down, I'm ready to show you right now. Shawty must have found the schematics to get this pipe down. You seem like you're stressed, what's up, baby? Come here and lie down. Cutie with a booty, mommy, you know you my type now. Just work it while I roll up the green. Can you twerk it, mommy, just for me? You can see that the last cut wasn't clean. That's the reason why that girl is so scared of me. So if you wanna set it up and watch while I control it, the last fool couldn't hold it, so watching you'll notice. This ain't no game, watch her work in slow motion. Her body got me going, throw it back in, I'm stroking. So let me see exactly what you wanna do to me, and I'ma make you believe, yeah, everything I want and need. So baby, please pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Pop it, move it, do it for me. Won't you be my purple fantasy? Come on, lean with your nigga. Soon as we step up on the scene, they can pick up the way it turned into a dream on your nigga. Fuck them other women I done seen, I'ma get y'all. I have to say my me and fresh, this ain't no bullshit. I'm loaded, man, no full clip. The way you got me pulled in, your figure is the fullest. They wish that they can pull this. You looking at me sideways, you holding back, you on me. Stop cruising on the highway, you leave me on, babe. All day, all day, all day.
You tricking me now, trying to figure this out. Blame it on, it's all my fault. I gotta go, can't take it no more. It don't matter, I keep my soul. Gotta be all about me before I'm all about you. If I don't take care of me, I'm no good to you. I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Gotta be careful I let that go. I'm changing things around this time. I'm doing things that give peace of mind. So if you're not adding to my life, I'm gonna have to tell you goodbye. Cause I'm done. You're trying to take away my peace. I'm done. Yeah. You got bad energy. I'm done.
Tap, share, follow, guys.
You're trying to take away my peace. I'm done. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to vibrate highly. So if you're not just tell me sadly, still niggas always trying to find me. Ooh, try me. You gotta be all about me, I'm all about you. If I don't take care of me, I'm no good to you. I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Gotta be careful who I let go. I'm changing things around this time.
Looks like I'm naked.
I'm doing things that give peace of mind. So if you're not adding to my life, I'm gonna have to tell you goodbye. Cause I'm done.
You feeling this song?
If you're trying to take away my peace, I'm done. If you got bad energy, I'm done.
You try to take away my peace? If you have bad energy, I'm done.
If you're trying to take away my peace, I'm done. Yeah.
Play it one more time. That's a friend of ours, PJ Morton. Y'all go check it out. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever. All platforms. It's called My Peace. PJ Morton featuring Talkbox. Listen to Talkbox. Hey, y'all share the live, y'all. Hey.
I gotta go. Can't take it no more. It don't matter. I keep let's go. Gotta be all about me before I'm all about you. If I don't take care of me, I'm no good to you. I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Gotta be careful who I let through that door. I'm changing things around this time. Oh, I'm doing the things that give peace of mind. So if you're not adding to my life, I'm gonna have to tell you goodbye.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Got you.
'Cause I'm done. You're trying to take away my peace.
I'm done. Y'all share this on y'all pages, guys.
If you got bad energy, I'm done.
Got bad energy.
If you're trying to take away my peace, I'm done.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to vibrate highly. So if you're not just tell me sadly,
Doing that.
How
you doing
that? Me. Ooh, try me. Gotta be honest about me. I'm all about you. If I don't take care of me, I'm no good to you. I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Gotta be careful who I let go. I'm changing things around.
Hey, Sam.
This time.
Oh. And we're gonna to talk good this morning, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all share the live. Let everybody know that we on, y'all. And let's get into it. I want to continue what we're talking about in our mentorship program with our mentees. And we're talking about frequency. So it's kind of continuing in the vein of what we've been talking about. I want to go back into it because I posted something on Facebook on yesterday. I posted something in the Hidden Path, in our Hidden Path group. Make sure that you are in our Hidden Path group. It is our large mentee platform, not our exclusive platform or our exclusive group, but it's our large platform. And I posted something in there on frequency yesterday. And I want to read that when Sheila comes back and kind of do a lead in with that. Because I want to talk about frequency because I promise you, and Sheila's been talking about this a lot lately in her nuggets that she's been dropping on you guys, that the really only thing between you and success and only between you and opportunity is frequency. You are connecting with the wrong people or not connecting with the wrong people. Yeah, because you think you're connecting, but you're not connecting. The frequency is off. You don't understand them. They don't understand you. You always are arguing. You always miss each other. You're not cohesive. And if you're not cohesive, then therefore you are not coherent. All right, to the task that's at hand. You're discombobulated. So we're going to talk about frequency. We're going to talk about how to get out of the ruts that you are in, how to know if you're on the right or wrong frequency, and if you are on the wrong frequency, how to tune in. Because all it is you tuning in or tuning out. So you may have the individual tuned out. You may have the instruction tuned out. You may have the ideal tuned out. You may have the profile tuned out. Just like on these sites and apps here on Facebook, you can block someone. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. You can take them out of your sphere of perception. And if you take it out your sphere of perception, it changes your perspection, your perspective. Changes your perspective, your view of life, how you look at things or how you look at it. If you go through the journey properly, what's the journey? The journey of life, your journey. It tickles me. Everybody say, I'm woke now and I'm on a journey. We're all on a journey. Woke, sleep, dead. If you are moving in this earth, you are on a journey. Now, how you move on your journey, and watch this, how you increase and how you improve upon your journey to get the most benefits out your journey is when you are on a journey of self. All right. So I don't care who you are or where you fall on the religious spectrum, on the spirituality plane, it does not matter. If you are on a journey of yourself, you're already winning. Right, Sheila? No matter your faith, no matter your belief, no matter your culture, no matter your background, no matter what the journey is, no matter what your spirituality is, I don't care if you're an atheist. If you are on a journey of self, or on a journey of working on yourself, finding out about yourself, seeking yourself, discovering yourself, rediscovering yourself, and helping yourself. If you're not on that, if you're on that journey, you're already winning. I don't care if you're an atheist. I don't care if you're religious. I don't care if you're a spiritualist. I don't care who you are. I don't care what faith you are. You are already winning if you are in the business of doing you. Watch this. In the business of being you.
That's good. If you're in the business of doing you, you're already. If you're in the business of doing you, you're on the best journey. Tamika.
Kool-Aid.
You're on the best journey you could ever be on.
Right.
If you are self-serving, people say that's a bad word. If it's not a bad word, self-serving is a good word. If you're serving yourself, then you can easily serve others. Did y'all hear what I said?
If you serve yourself,
you can easily serve others.
Did you not hear the song? How can I love you if I haven't loved me? And it says, if I don't take care of me, I'm no good to you. How can I love
you if I don't love me?
If I don't love me.
I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Got to be careful who you let through that door. What door they're talking about? They're talking about the door of emotions. They're talking about the door of your heart,
and the door of your mind.
Don't let them. You got to be careful who you let through that door.
Be careful who you let.
Doorway.
Be careful who you let in your heart. Be careful who you let in your mind.
Yeah.
Be careful who you let in your emotions.
Yeah. People only treat you or handle you based off of their own emotions or how they handle themselves, right? We're talking about self-love. We're talking about how people respond. People only respond to what they're given. Ooh, did you hear me?
Who gave it to them?
People only respond to what they're giving. So if you give a person, hey Alicia, so if you give a person negative energy, that's what you're going to get back. If you give a person rejection, that's what you're going to get back. If you're showing that you don't know who you are, that's what you're going to get back. You're going to get somebody running over you.
That's right.
Somebody don't understand you. So if they don't understand you, they're going to abuse you. Because remember, when a person doesn't understand you, abuse is inevitable. It's going to happen. It's not because they're trying to, but it's because they don't understand you.
Right.
But the reason why they don't understand you is because you don't understand yourself. And you have not told them what you need. Even for those of you that are starting to find yourself, you hadn't told people what you need. Well, that's your problem.
They still finding out. You know, we had that conversation about me in relation to certain people is I can't tell you what I need in this season because I'm just trying to figure it out myself.
Right.
I can't tell you who I am in this season because I'm trying to figure out that myself.
Right.
And I don't want to misappropriate my needs, my wants, and I don't want to misappropriate my new identity. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to know me so I can make the proper introduction.
That part. Because there's an introduction of you that needs to be made. We need to find out exactly who you are. And the only reason why we don't know is because you yourself are walking around as a clone. You yourself walk around as an AI. You walk around as a programmed individual, an individual that has been programmed not by just life, but by your family, your religion, your culture, your environment. You have been programmed. We were watching last night. We were watching a movie, but then he started remembering things that he had saw as a child. And as you were doing that, I didn't say anything to you. But as he was doing that, I was watching what he watched as a child. And then I began to understand him even better. Because as a child, he was put in a box to only listen, hear, and see certain things, right? And those certain things involved his faith. And so that is who he was growing up. So that was eventually who he was going to become, right? That doesn't mean that that's a problem. It just means that that's all he knew. And so as I began to understand my husband even more, as we talk, as we share our past memories, past hurts, past traumas, we realize exactly why we are the way we are. And we have been determined to teach people that there are things within us that we may not like. At the end of the day, stop saying, oh, I want to be like my mom and my daddy. You're going to be just like them. Are them.
You already are just like them.
Your mom and your daddy.
It's just that you as you get older, you discover it through growing awareness.
That's all. It's just a growing
it's already
awareness.
There. Now, what you can do is as you begin to notice the negatives that you've disliked growing up, you can begin addressing them in you. You can begin confronting them and dealing with them. Watch this. And like we've been doing for both of our ancestral bloodlines, begin turning and changing that curve, because you're not cursed with a generational curse. You're cursed with a generational habit. So if you change the habit, if you change what you saw, if you're going to break the curse, you're going to break the energetic curse or the energetic pattern. Remember, we don't believe in curses as they are taught by old. We believe that curses are just energetic or karmatic patterns that we have not figured how to get rid of or disassociate or disconnect from. We don't believe in generational curses. We don't believe that something that your great-great-grandfather did can affect something that you do today. We do believe in genetics, but we also believe in generational habits. We believe that because your great-great-grandfather did it, that, watch this, your great-grandfather saw it, and your grandfather saw that, and your father saw that, and you saw your father. Well, what about just George if I grew up and I never knew my father? Well, Sheila said it yesterday. DNA has memory, and it's attached to your kundalini. Does not mean it's a generational curse. It's just a habit that you have carried in your kundalini, in your life force energy of the kundalini, and in your DNA over time and lifetime. You're breaking not a generational curse, but you're breaking a generational habit.
Have y'all ever seen the shows where they, reunite, siblings and twins and all that stuff? Have you ever seen those shows where
Oprah do it?
Where they reunite those twins and then they get together on those shows and they
Shut alive,
and they come on those shows and they say, you know what?
Shut alive.
When I was this age, I used to have this feeling, used to have this memory, and I used to have this, and I used to have this issue when I was young, right? And so that lets me know that even though people get separated at birth and people get stolen from their parents and all this kind of stuff, taken from the hospitals when you were babies and you're raised in a totally different environment, but you still end up opposite of what that environment is, simply because your DNA have memory and your biological DNA is coming through and it's showing that you really got some trauma and issues in your DNA. And
you can't ignore what's stored in the Kundalini.
It's already there, y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
But balance that shit out.
Balance it out. As above, so below.
That's all you can do. It's perform a balancing act.
Introduce your yin to your yang. Connect your masculine to your feminine.
Are y'all hearing us?
Let the light in you know it's okay to fellowship with the dark.
It's okay. I know what the Bible tell you, light don't fellowship with the dark. But listen, if you don't understand the dark, you can't become
light. If light don't fellowship with the dark, what's going on in the world? If light don't fellowship with the dark, why sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you are in fellowship with yourself, and you are both light and dark. You are both masculine and feminine. You are both yin and yang. You are both higher and lower. You just got to figure out how to balance it and how you want to rest in it, how you want to walk in it, how you want to build, how you want to believe, how you want to work your manifestive magic.
Because at the end of the day, guys, understand something. We all have a little good in us, and we have bad in us. At the end of the day, we all have good in us, and we all have bad in us. If you want to call it good and bad, right? If that's what you want to believe, so be it. But at the end of the day, you have to balance out the emotions of you.
It's called balance. That's what I believe.
All it's called.
It's balance.
Balancing out the emotions of you. Because at the end of the day, all that good versus evil thing, it's all you. It's all inside. It's your yin, it's your yang, it's your light, it's your dark. And all you have to do is bring all of that to a balance. And when you bring it to a balance, you can formally be the person you need to be, because you understand that all things don't require your attention.
If it don't require your attention, that means it does not always deserve a response. If it doesn't deserve a response, that means you're not called to it, because what you're called to
will respond, my babies.
And you'll respond to it.
And you will respond. So stop responding to things, or stop bringing attention to things that ain't your business.
It's not. Because remember, you're not a participant. Y'all type it in the comments. You're only what? An observer.
I'm observing these things.
You're learning.
I'm not going to allow these things to overtake
you. You're growing.
Me. That's why you believe in the revelation more than the situation, because you are not participating in the situation. You just looking around trying to figure out, oh yeah, okay.
The situation shouldn't shake you anyway, because the situation is not something that really deserves your participation. It deserves your observation. And if you're going to observe the situation that's sitting in front of you, then you need to have a revelation about what you're looking at.
That part.
All the word revelation means is knowledge revealed.
That's it.
Because the occult is hidden information or hidden knowledge. Yep. Revelation is the occult revealed. Now your mind is open. That's why I can't stand people that quote the scripture. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has to say to the no, not that one. I have not, that's the one. I have not seen, ear have not heard. Now they entered into the heart of man what God is prepared for his children. Now they stop there, but they don't go to the next verse.
They're missing some things.
The next verse says, but for those, but for those, watch this, the gifted, the connected, those that are open-minded, those that have been enlightened, those that have been infused with heavenly goodness. It says that all things have been revealed to them, and they have the ability to judge all things. The discernment is there. So watch this. At one point in your life, ear may have not heard, your eye may not have seen. And these secret things, these occultic things, these hidden things, the hidden information, the hidden wisdom and hidden knowledge may have been separated from your heart, But now you're in a place, we're in Aquarius age. Now you're in a place where knowledge, mystical knowledge, and wisdom is accessible to you. All you have to do is open your antennas.
That's it.
There's no excuse for not knowing. There's no excuse for not getting information. Knowledge is not only power, but knowledge is healing. Knowledge is wealth. Remember, I told you that knowledge is one of the 7 names for money. Mm-hmm. If you have knowledge, you can get your bread up.
Mm-hmm. If you have knowledge.
That's why you think school was a big thing 100 years ago. Now they're tearing down all the universities and letting you go for free, because now the knowledge they were giving you in the schools are not exclusive anymore to a tuition. It's on Google.
It's not exclusive.
You can Google it. Go to TikTok and y'all get it. So you're just an observer to learn how to move, to learn, watch this, how to attract. Because remember, you're not chasing the law of attraction. You are the law that attracts.
You are just the driver of this vehicle. You don't care who gets
We need some
on.
stars, guys. Let's go.
You're the Metro bus driver. When they hired you for the job, they didn't say, I only want you to stop at this destination. They gave you a route, a particular route that you have to follow while you're the bus driver. When you take that route, as long as the person that stands in front of you has a ticket or some money, they can get on that bus and they can ride wherever they want to ride, even though you're the driver. All you're doing is driving to the destinations. You drop off who needs to get off and you let on who needs to let on. What does that mean? You attract those that need to be attracted to and you let those off that need to be gone. You're just the bus driver. I need you to keep your eyes on the road and keep your eyes on the route, because we all got somewhere to be.
It's not the bus driver's responsibility or business where people get on and where they get off. It's not the responsibility. They get on when you least expect it. Relationships, whether it be business, whether it be platonic, whether it be relational, they blossom, watch this, in the most expected places and times.
Yeah.
But then this is the other part of it. They also end that way. And it's not your business when they get on the bus, and it's not your business when they get off. You just
ain't your business.
Supposed to keep the bus moving.
Just keep it moving.
Y'all ain't gonna help me.
Keep pushing. Stay focused on the task that you've been given. Stop reaching beyond your reach. Stop being afraid to let people on, and stop being afraid to let people off.
Stop being afraid of saying goodbye.
Bye. It's okay.
There is good in bye. You know why? Because there was more of hell in that hello.
So it's
go look at the word. It's a whole lot of hell in hello. You just don't know what's coming. That's why the bye is so good. Goodbye. Good. Bye.
Let it be what it's gonna be. Understand something that
because the universe gives you trouble, or gives rid of people,
places, and things that will give you trouble
in the future.
So if they're going to give you trouble in the future, what do you think they're doing now? Focused on their route.
That's why your chakras are off.
They got to get off. See, this is the problem.
That's why
with
your
the bus
energy
driver.
is off.
Y'all want to know what's the problem with the bus driver?
The problem with the bus driver.
The problem with the bus driver is, instead of the bus driver being focused on the route, y'all hear me? The bus driver is too focused on what the conversation is with the people behind him. The riders.
Nosy.
The bus driver's too busy trying to make sure that he understands all their business, when in reality, all your job is to drive this bus. That's all you were paid to do. That's all I asked you to do, was drive the bus. That's your route. Your route is to look forward, move forward, and you have a prize on the other side.
Eyes front.
Eyes front. What's the bus driver's prize? Back. His 2-week check. But the bus driver is looking back while he's driving.
About to wreck your life.
Trying to figure out what y'all talking about.
Because you know, the bus is an analogy, guys, for y'all just coming in. We're not school bus drivers.
We ain't crazy.
The bus is an analogy for life. The driver is you.
It's you.
Steering and driving your life. Making moves, making stopping off at destinations, making pickups and drop-offs.
And as you're driving the bus called life, in life, people are going to enter your life and people are going to exit your life. If they're entering, hello. When they exit, goodbye, and be okay with it.
Be all right with it.
Why are you okay with it?
That's why
because you followed your heart and not your heart, your mind and not your heart. You followed your mind, your first mind, and not your emotions. Because your mind told you, "Oh, you gonna ride with me all the way to the end, baby. We finna go to Florida together."
You know why The good is in goodbye and the hell is in hello, even the way that it's phonetically sounds and spelled. You want me to tell you why? Because when you speak to a motherfucker, when you say hello, the hell is there because you don't know the person. You don't know if the hello is going to start a relationship, a business opportunity, or what, right? And say if it does, you don't know what's coming with it until you're in it. But the good is on goodbye because if you're saying bye to something or someone, you're saying it for a damn good reason.
Yeah.
Hello is blind. Goodbye is studied and understood.
I understand.
I rest my case.
I understand. Goodbye is I understood that everything in this relationship, even though it was bad, it was still good. But you gotta go. Goodbye. I'll see you on the next side. Try again. But this time you didn't make it because I began to be self-serving.
And I understand my worth.
I understand it.
I understand my value.
I know it.
And I'm no longer willing.
I'm not willing
to sacrifice my
sanity any longer.
Or my personal feelings or emotions.
Not at all,
right?
Guys. So if you're walking in this life, if you're
fucking.
in this life, if you still have oxygen and you're breathing, then I think you should become self-serving to the point that you understand who you are, why you exist, what your purpose and goal is, and then execute it. If you don't understand those things, then life is going to be just that for you, a bore.
But if you don't understand those things, life is also going to whip that ass.
Set boundaries. That's right, ho. You got to set boundaries. You don't set boundaries, nobody else will.
But you know what? I am the boundary in my life.
That part.
See, while y'all, and you're right, ho, set boundaries. But let me put y'all up on some game. While y'all running around setting these boundaries, be the boundary. That's going to be the next subject. That's going to be the next live. We're going to teach you all how to move from setting boundaries to becoming the boundary. How to move from transforming your dream to a vision, having dreams and actually walking out your vision. Same thing. We're going to teach you how to do that. Because if you become the boundary, you'll move from the realm of dreams to visions because now you're protected. Now you've matured. Now you know who to allow in your sphere or in your circle and who to exclude.
That's right. That's right.
Because you haven't just set boundaries, you are the boundary. There's only so much that people can, will, say, and do to and around you. If they're talking about your back, guys, that's not disrespect. That's respect. If they can't say the shit in your face, trust me. Now, what's disrespectful if they tap dancing in your face and then they being, crude to you behind your back? That's disrespectful. Yeah. But if people are saying things behind your back that they can't say to your face, that means that you are a boundary that has been set already.
Right. That part. People set boundaries with us when they first meet us. The average person will set a boundary because the average person doesn't know you. So if I don't know you, for instance.
Exactly, Tamika.
I don't know you.
What's up, YouTube?
So what I don't do, this is my personality. Y'all ain't got to like it. It's okay.
I like your personality.
But in with my personality and some things we found out last night with my natal chart.
Was that good? We did a natal chart reading, a new natal chart reading for her.
Me.
And I did your reading last night. That shit was dope. I
realized that every part of me was who I was from the moment I was conceived. And in that, it is my strength. See, we got to recognize our strengths and we got to recognize I love you. See, I'm going to talk about you in a minute, Tamika. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
Stay.
In my personality,
why don't you just
I'm a very guarded person. Okay? By choice. Did you hear that? I'm a very guarded person by choice because of my personality traits and how I was born and what moon and all that I was born up under. I understand that my personality has different aspects to it, and I work the aspect based on the individual that's sitting in front of me. Because I realize, not just reading, but I already know that my mind, the way I think, I process all things before I open my mouth. I promise I don't open my mouth unless I have processed something.
Played it out.
I don't open my mouth unless I process it. Now, that may be bad for other people, but it has worked for me.
It's worked for this relationship.
It has worked because the crazy part is we're so much alike, yet we're different. We balance each other out. Okay. The crazy part is we found out last night that
you're a Sagittarius.
I'm a Sagittarius by birth.
And your rising,
my rising
is Sagittarius. But your sun,
my sun
is Scorpio, which is a water sign like myself. I'm a Cancer.
Scorpio.
But her sun is Scorpio, which is huge, right? And this is what's crazy. Your Mercury is Scorpio. And your moon is Gemini, which I'm a Gemini rising, and we connect with a lot of Gemini.
And the love astrology says that because he's a Cancer and I'm a Sagittarius, we shouldn't be getting along. We should actually be not getting along at all. But because of our other elements,
because you are Scorpio, and then her Cancer your Cancer is in Saturn. My favorite planet to work with. Your Cancer is all, and watch this. Her Cancer, her Saturn, is in Cancer. Her Saturn is in Cancer. Her ruling planet, her ruling sign for Saturn is Cancer, which is crazy because Cancer is the judgment, not judgment in the way you all use it, but the karmatic pattern, the judgment pattern. You ready for this? The Saturn is the planet of balance. That's what judgment means,
right?
In this sense. So it's your planet Saturn or your balance operates in Cancer.
Yeah. And so
that's crazy.
That's crazy. And so we found out that I have all the elements, all of them, right?
Yeah, she's not like Maurice White. The reason why he named the group Earth, Wind, and Fire is because when he got a natal reading from his shaman, his metaphysician, they said, "Oh my God, you have no water." He had all this earth, all this wind, all this fire, but no water.
Mm-hmm.
She is well-rounded. She has the emotions in place. She has water. She has fire, passionate. Earth. She has stability, and she has wind. She has air signs all around. Aquarius.
So it leads me to believe that whatever you feeling, that part. And that's what I tell him all the time, Hov. I tell him all the time.
Have you a peace?
I tell him all the time.
That's what balance is.
Exactly. I tell him all the time. He said, "What is it? What is it about me that you like so much?" He said, "We always ask each other that question." I said, "Because you're my peace. You bring me to a balanced place, a peaceful place. You bring me to a place and you make me think. Although I'm a thinker, there's certain things I choose not to think about. I said I do what the fuck I want to do. That's why I told y'all I have no sympathy on y'all, because y'all know how to control yourselves if you give yourselves the opportunity. If you just realize the strength that you carry, then you yourself will speak things to yourself that will bring balance to you outside of anybody else. If you just follow your first mind. Now, Tamika, to you.
Make sure you feel free to give stars and send likes. If you're enjoying the broadcast, just gift the stars, or you can send us a donation to Cash App at 2DOPEsoulz. If you want a reading today, you can also Cash App us 1111 or gift us 530 stars. Okay. Also, tonight we'll be doing we'll be doing Terror Tuesdays tonight.
Guys.
And 530 stars or Cash App 1111 if you want to get on that list tonight.
And if you want to get on the list quickly, you can Cash App early and we will take care of you.
$11.11 to 2DOPEsoulz. All right, Sheila and Tamika.
So back to the natal chart, then I'm going to go to Tamika. The natal chart really gives you a view of who you are, your personality traits. So therefore, you won't think that you're bipolar schizophrenic, because you're not. Okay. You just have traits because of the way you were born, how you were born, the alignment of stars, all that stuff. All that, right? All that. So if you want to know all that, he's your guy. Okay. And it's a lot of work. So he does charge. It's not a free service. Okay. There it is. But Tamika.
Thank you for that plug, baby.
Yeah.
We'll talk about your jury in a minute.
Hey. Tamika. You still here? Can I get that coffee?
She ain't going nowhere. You told if Sheila said I got something, she want to hear this.
Don't you go nowhere, God.
If I said it, like just George always running his mouth, but Sheila don't speak unless Sheila got something to say, baby. I love you. If I don't take care of me, then I take care of you. If I don't love on me, how can I love you?
I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Tamika, you laughing? Okay. We started out rough, didn't we? Kind of, sort.
No.
It wasn't rough.
5 minutes of misunderfucking.
But it was good though. It was good for us to be there, because what all it did was it showed you that a lot of who I am, you are.
That's why the immediate, like,
yeah,
because she had her guard up because she knew deep down inside who you really were. That's why I laughed. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry to get you off of your what you call it, or out of yourself." I was laughing, and then she was like, "Bitch, you don't even understand. This is who the fuck I am. Let's go, motherfucker. You ain't said shit." I was hollering.
This is me.
I was hollering because I was like, these motherfuckers about to be best friends and don't fucking know it.
I said, she don't understand. This is me.
They don't even know it. The
Me.
only place you fucked up at, that dialogue behind the scenes was beautiful because that's what women do.
Great.
Y'all work shit out.
Great,
the only place you messed up was you brought it to the main thing. And I think you realized you like, oh yeah.
Girl, look, you ain't
that's between y'all. Listen, I was laughing. Wasn't nobody mad?
Nobody.
I was mad because it was on speakerphone. I was hollering. I was like, man, both of y'all crazy.
But let me say something to you though. The reason I don't combat or I don't even give energy to people, things, places that I don't even feel a connection to. I don't. You felt necessary to hit her back and say, "Hey, girl, this ain't what you think it is." Because normally I wouldn't say anything,
right?
Because I had that same day I was supposed to say something to somebody else, but I said, you know what? It don't even matter because I don't have no feelings for that person. I had no energy. I had no energy. Wow, you ready for this? I had no energy surge toward that person. So I was just like, I don't give a fuck about this message. Because there was nothing that would make me care how that person felt.
Plus, you understood that person wasn't going to be in your life for the long haul. For a higher purpose.
That part.
Tamika is different.
That part. So I said, I don't do anything unless I have felt an urge to do it or I know that there's a purpose behind it. Tamika.
That's fair.
That's me.
And that's fair.
That's who I am.
And that's wisdom.
Don't speak unless I really have to say something. And I really feel like you need to hear it, even if it's a back and forth trying to figure out each other. Because if we're trying to figure out each other, there's a reason why. Did you hear me? If we're trying to figure out each other, there's a reason why. If there's a back and forth between two people, there's something there that needs to be observed. There's something there that needs to be figured out. And I understand, again, boundaries again, firsthand example, exactly. I realize that I don't give my energy to anyone that I don't think is going to be in my life at least a year. I don't give my energy to people like that. Because
at our age, it doesn't make sense anymore.
I don't have time.
Does not compute.
Everything, Tamika, I feel in this moment, I'm getting 23. I'm getting the number 23. As I was looking at the light, the number 23 appeared. 23, what does that mean? What does 23 mean to you? What does the number 23 mean to you? Because it means something. 23. 23, boo-boo. How old is your youngest child? And what and how many children did you have at age 23? Y'all be patient. If y'all don't have patience, to leave on. So your youngest one is 17. At age 23, how many children did you have? Where were you? Where were you? I'm not talking about physically. Where were you at age 23? You had 2 at 23. At that age, where were you? Because what I'm feeling and that age time frame, you were very overwhelmed at that time, loving your children and doing anything. Did you hear what I said? Anything to make sure they did not lack for anything. That's the reason why you and Day are so freaking close, because Day sees the sacrifice where others may not. Don't mean they don't see it. They're just so spoiled they don't want to recognize it. Okay, did you hear what I said? Don't mean they don't see the sacrifice. They're just so spoiled they don't recognize it or they don't acknowledge it, but they know that the sacrifice is there. But the one that shows you the sacrifice is Day Day. She understands the sacrifice. Let me say that. She understands the sacrifice. And you did whatever you had to do to make sure those two were okay. Anything that you feel like you haven't done, it's okay. Let me just say that. Anything you feel like you haven't done, Mom, it's okay. Why is it okay, Mom? Because you gave them all and you're giving them all what you have until this point. Now, the reason why you've attached yourself and the reason why universe has brought you in the life of 2DOPEsoulz is because this is now time for the next level. It's time to get to a place where Tamika is
not time to grow up, is it?
It's so time.
No, it's not time to grow up.
I wasn't going to say it. You see, Sheila don't say everything she sees.
Sheila, I don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. And that's not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing.
It's just we're in a place in our life mentally where we haven't grown up.
It's a layer of protection.
We haven't addressed.
But you don't need that protection anymore.
Not no more.
You can stand on, and you know what? The song that fell in my spirit, now you understand why I just switched. I don't want to grow up. Not that song. But it's a song coming after she finishes. You didn't want to grow up. And again, that's not an insult. That's not a bad thing. Listen, most people don't have a reason to grow up. And when we say grow up, we're not talking about being immature in the full spectrum of your life. We're talking about certain compartments of you remain in a state of arrested development to protect that area that didn't get healed while you're still growing. And so what happened? You didn't come back out. You went in and didn't come back out. And so what tends to happen is when certain situations pop up in our life that we don't have a revelation for, we resort back to that little girl or that little boy.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't want to grow up in this area. I don't want to accept this. I don't want to acknowledge that. I don't want to open up that can of worms. I don't want to remember. I don't want to hurt. Right. So let me spell it out. It's not a negative thing when we say, but it can be negative if you don't eventually grow up in that area. Because one area of the mind and the heart and the soul will eventually affect all others. Just like one bad apple would take down the entire bunch. So now is the season that you actually bite the bullet.
That's it.
And grow up and come out in the areas that you stayed in. Yeah. Get your testimony, tell your testimony, because you don't need the little girl no more. It's time to grow up because you can stand on your own 2 feet. You can do this yourself. You're not going to, but you can.
You can do this all by yourself. You can do it by yourself. You don't think you can, but you can. Everything that hurt you in the age of 23 to 25. Starting at age 23 to 25. Healing is taking place right now. Anything, anyone, any situation that traumatized you before age 23. From around 12 to I'm seeing around 19, 20 years old.
Between 12 and 19 was some of the hardest years.
Yeah.
Being a child.
12.
Psychologically that you had to face. This is why you went in and didn't come out.
Yeah. 12.
The little girl is 12.
I see you behind a closed door mentally. I see your brain. I see your brain, Tamika, but I also see a door. And it's closed. And it's only closed because of the trauma that began at 12. But today,
psychologically had her until she was 19.
19 years old. When
she started having these babies,
that's when things started to click. Compute with you because you began to look at your own children and remember your life.
So you let that girl stay little and you start growing up in other areas so you could be a mother and a nurturer.
Yes, but we have to deal with that little girl so that you can go to the next phase of your mother process, and that's now the nurturer, the friend.
They need
you know, the guidance, you know. And then the younger ones need the mother. So you
couldn't do it.
You got to do a role
because you didn't have it yourself.
Right? You got to do a role going on. You got to be a mother to some, and you got to be a friend to others. But even in both of them, it has to cause for balance. But the only way you're going to bring balance to those relationships is bringing balance to yourself.
Boom. Be healed from age 12 to 19, from age 12 to today, from age 12 to 19, from age 20 to today. Be healed in your energy, be healed in your soul, be healed in your bloodline. May the ancestors stand up for you.
Be healed from the generational habits, not curses. They're just habits.
If you start taking new steps, you start seeing and experiencing new results.
Yes, guys.
So more to be.
So more to be.
This song is for you, Tamika. We'll let her sing a little bit too. You got to start learning now because you got to stand on your own, right? So encourage yourself, girl.
Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test.
This for you, Tamika.
And no matter how you feel,
Yeah.
speak a word, you will be healed. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Sometimes you have to encourage. You gotta pat your own self on the back, yeah. Yeah, you. And no matter how you feel, speak a word over your life to make it and you will be healed. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Oh, sometimes you have to speak the word over yourself. Depression's all around, but God is present help. Your enemies created walls, but remember giants, they do fall. Speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord. Tamika, this is for you, baby. Oh, as I minister to you, girl, I minister to myself. Life can hurt you so until you feel there's nothing left. Oh, no matter how you feel, you better speak a word over your life, Tamika, and be healed today. Let go of the hurt from your 12 years old. Let me tell you something, baby. They hurt you, but they can't hinder you. They hurt you, but they cannot hinder you. They hurt you, but they cannot hinder you. They hurt you, but they cannot hinder you. And then you begin to hurt yourself because you thought you deserved the hurt. You thought you deserved the pain. You thought you deserved all of that. But you didn't deserve those pains. You didn't deserve that hurt. So be encouraged today and release it. I'm encouraged. I believe in the revelation more than my situation because my situation says I'm nothing. My situation says I'm not healed. My situation says I'm crazy. My situation says nobody cares for me. But if nobody cares for me, if nobody loves me, if nobody wants to encourage me, I'll encourage myself. Tamika, you done brought the preacher back out of me, girl. Ooh, I'm going to need you to do something. I'm going to need today. I was getting ready to call a name. Do you have a daughter or someone in your family with the name starts with the beginning? I was about to call you somebody's name. I was about to call you. Who is that? Who is that person? Who is that person in your life right now? That's somebody in your person right now. That's not a deceased person. That's somebody in your person right now. Release it today, Tamika. Everything that you dealt with from the age of 12, even the thing that traumatized you at 19, don't carry it for the rest of your life, because you'll always stay bound in yourself. Did you hear that? You'll always stay bound in yourself. There is nothing, Tamika, on the outside of you that is keeping you bound. Everything that is holding you back is within. Nobody can hold you back. Who? Shadana. That's your best friend.
Wow.
She needs to release today too. She needs to release today too, because if
y'all
this
are
is your
heavy
BFF,
together. Y'all carry together. Y'all are heavy together.
let her go. Y'all let it go.
The relationship will be more magical
if y'all let it go.
Y'all release all that shit.
Because
especially the shit that y'all been through together.
Because the two of you, I'm gonna say this right here in this moment. You tell I said it. The two of you.
Let her watch this replay.
Have emotions and things that you two haven't dealt with, being BFFs.
That part.
Y'all let too much shit ride between the two of you because you love each other. That's okay, but you still have to deal with it. So as I'm speaking to you, her name comes up. That is a release, because it's obvious that this person is a part of your life and will be a part of your life for some time, because there's a connection there. You definitely two have a connection, but you both have to release. You both have traumas from your past, and you both at times hurt each other because of your own traumas from your past that you both have not talked about. Yes, you're BFFs, but y'all haven't talked about everything. Am I right or wrong? And if I'm wrong, I don't mind being wrong.
If you join the broadcast, make sure you give stars, y'all.
I don't mind being wrong. Deal with it. Y'all release today.
Or Cash App 2DOPEsoulz 1111 or more.
Y'all call her today and y'all talk.
Tell her to watch this broadcast.
And I mean, y'all really talk.
Share this live with her and let her watch the replay.
I mean, her name, I was like, shh. I was going to call you. I was like, shh, who is that?
Shadana.
I don't know this person, but you do. And so there's concerns. For her to come in with my energy and she ain't in this room and I'm dealing with you today. Tell me all about me. Tell me all about you. If I don't take care of me, I'm no good to you. I can't sacrifice my feelings no more. Be careful who I let through that door.
I'm changing things around
this time. Oh,
I'm doing
things to give peace of mind. Oh,
so if you're right into my
good.
I'm gonna have to tell you
Goodbye. Good.
I'm done.
Hey.
You're trying to take away my peace. I'm done.
How many of y'all done? How many of y'all done?
You got bad energy.
See?
I'm done.
I'm done. Hey.
Wow.
So if that ain't
this
spirit
live
talking to
was
you,
just for you today,
just for you, Tamika. If nobody else, baby, it was for you. Go talk to your friend. Y'all talk to each other and heal the parts of each other that y'all hurt. Release it today. So more to be. Shake.
If you want to join the broadcast, put some fire emojis in the comments. 2DOPEsoulz morning mantra. I know it says Terror Tuesdays, but that's tonight. It's morning mantras right now, y'all. Although now we're in the afternoon.
I can't sacrifice my feelings no more.
Oh.
Be careful who I just
Thank you.
I'm changing things around.
I can't do it. Oh, no, I can't.
On mine. Oh,
So if you're not into my life, I'm gonna have to tell you.
The whole thing messed up.
yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
If you're trying to take away my peace, I'm done.
Yeah.
If you got bad energy,
I'm done.
Oh, sorry. sorry for that, Tamika. Our cousin passed away yesterday with epilepsy, and I also have epilepsy.
Sorry to hear that.
So heal thyself, baby. Heal thyself. Heal thyself through healing others through thyself. Heal yourself, because in this moment, love, once you do what you need to do today, you're going to start seeing better results. Even in that, baby, you're going to start seeing better results. So we send healing energy your way. Today was a day of release for you. Today was a day of healing, and we speak healing energy over your life, your finances, your children, your home, all parts of you. We speak healing energy to you today.
So more to be.
All parts of you. So more to be. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Hey, that's the song right there. We hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast this afternoon, morning for some of you. I got a funny story to tell. We love you.
Sadiqa, good to see you. How the baby doing, baby?
Broke my heart.
That changed. Yep.
Then I had an incident in a parking lot. Yeah, before they could never put him sick or never kiss her in a mask boy quick or should've heeded the warnings. Had appointments in the morning. 8 a.m. mom's tugging up my feet. She said, you got a therapist to me. I'm throwing out strawberries in my therapist's parking lot.
Kiss him, boys. And tell him we love him. Tell him 2DOPEsoulz love him. Whisper that in his ear. He gonna be like, watch his smile. He gonna be like,
made me breakfast and lunch. I'm throwing up strawberries in my therapist's parking lot.
Make sure you go and follow us on TikTok, guys. Oh, hey.
As an important lesson to be learned in the story that you just heard. If you don't pay attention, then I'd be concerned. Looks can be deceiving if he's supposed
If you're not asleep, he always watching.
we love you.
You don't want to end up like me. 8 a.m. I'm still gonna have my feet. I'm strawberries in my therapist's parking lot. Probably shouldn't have taken that shot. Made me breakfast and lunch. I'm strawberries in my therapist's parking lot. Parking lot.
We're going to come back tonight at 5. Love you, baby. 5:11.
He released the child. He just releasing us all. The sky is so blue. I am hoping next summer I'll get over you. Strawberries in my therapist's parking lot.
Love you, Shadiqa. Tell Lanzo we love him. Listen, we out of here. I'm Jess George.
And I'm Sheila Speaks.
And together with 2DOPEsoulz.
Love y'all.
We'll be back tonight for Terror Tuesdays for real. I know that was up there. But I mean, and it's gonna be fire. If you thought today was fire, if you thought this morning was fire, we're gonna tap in with the ancestors, y'all. Play with the cards a little bit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll play with them just a little bit.
Y'all look something for y'all future.
But that was dope. Tamika's reading was real dope though, and the whole thing, the best friend and all that. That's crazy, man. So you see, Tamika, you see why she fought for the relationship. So listen, y'all, be easy. We love you guys. Y'all are amazing people. Thank you for every star, every like, for every tune in, for every share. Thank you for being super fans of 2DOPEsoulz. We are fans of you as well.
Yep.
Make sure y'all go and get y'all tickets, and make sure y'all just stay blessed and stay positive. Healing energy to all. All right. We out of here. Namaste, babies.